I'm Jamie Buchanan, and I've been a full-time professional auto detailer for over 32 years. I've been paid to detail and restore everything from fighter jets to multi-million-dollar cars. Any of your buddies want you to come pick them up if you had that thing. To some of the nastiest, dirtiest jobs that no one else in the world would even touch.
Oh, God almighty.
Now I'm here to bring you pro-level tips, tricks, and advice from professionals in the detailing industry worldwide. But here's the deal. You need to hit the like and subscribe. It's something that your mother would really want you to do. Hey guys, Jamie Buchanan here, the founder of Visual Perfection. And we've had a customer come in and he has some faded plastics on the inside of his vehicle. And as you can see, the sun and the UV rays have just discolored the tops of all four doors. So he wants us to see if we can fix that. So if you'll stay tuned, we're actually gonna show you how you can fix this. So guys, the first thing you have to do is a color match test. Now, so you can get these charts at your local auto parts store, and then what you do is you come in, you find your little tab, and you start narrowing down which color is going to be the closest color. And as you can see, there's all kinds. But once you fold it up, the edge of the tab is gonna flip up so you can match it closely, right? Like this is Santa Fe. Then you have, let's just go over here to Palomino. We can see it's too dark. Santa Fe is too light. Sandstone is pretty close, but it's more of a brown instead of a tan. You come down here and you have light parchment. It's close, but it's more of a tan than a brown. Then you come into the light oak. I think that the light oak is going to be exactly what we're looking for. So then we come in, and you know there's a Google search on your tab bar in your phone. You can tap the search bar, tap that, take a picture. It'll show you exactly where you can pick it up from. If your local parts store has it, if your super Walmart center has it, they carry some, or if you have to order it from Amazon. So we are going to actually use a Scotch-Brite pad. This is a very, very fine Scotch-Brite pad with P&S's interior cleaner. What that's gonna do is that's gonna clean the plastic. It's gonna get it free of any kind of oil, any kind of dirt, dust, debris that may be up there. We're gonna break that free. We're gonna make sure that we scrub it and clean it all good so we give the dye something to stick to. Hold that thought, guys. This one here actually has power mirror, so there's a power mirror switch up here. So we're actually gonna prise this and take this out, and we're gonna take the speaker off up here, just in case. So now I'm just gonna tape all these together so they don't fall down in there, and then all of a sudden you have to take the panel off, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of tape that up a little bit so I got it and I can grab a hold of it, all right? Now we can go back to actually cleaning and getting it very ready to accept the dye. Now we have it clean. Now I'm going to tape up, since I'm not taking the panel off, I'm actually going to tape up the lock. Just so it's black and I'm not gonna paint it tan, so I'm going to tape my lock button. Okay. Now, I have my alcohol. I'm gonna wipe the surface down. Not wetting it a whole lot, I'm just wiping it down. So the reason we're gonna use alcohol is we're gonna make sure that there is no residue left over at all from our cleaning product. This is actually gonna open up the pores of the plastic. It's gonna make it absorb the dye and hold and stick, because if not, you could just scratch the edge, peel it up, and it'd come off in one single layer. You gotta give it some way to stick to the plastic. As you can see, I'm using a totally different towel, and this towel has nothing on it. It is fresh, clean, ready to be used, and it has no other product on it. So now the alcohol that we use is actually 91% alcohol. We take 3 ounces in the spray bottle, and then we use distilled water to finish that off with. So there's no minerals, there's nothing in the water, it's just water. I'm just making us a line to tape to. So now I actually have my plastic that has the adhesive edge on it. This is gonna help me cover up the rest of the door panel so that we don't get any overspray or any paint down here, because we're gonna be blending. And when we blend, we go further than what's required to dye this plastic. And we just have to make sure that we don't get it on anything else. So the adhesive edge plastic that we're using is actually from RBL Industries. The reason why we like this is, one, it's gonna actually stretch out to about 20 inches, even though it looks like it's only 5. It has very, very good adhesive, but it doesn't leave any adhesive behind like some of the other brands. Now, and you're also gonna notice the biggest thing is, it's almost like they inject static cling into this plastic, because once you start putting it on, you can see it, it's almost like it's a vacuum and it wants to tack and stick everywhere, which is very, very beneficial to you in the overspray line. It's not gonna let any overspray behind it, and it actually clings to everything. But this stuff right here has so many uses, again, whenever you're spotting something in on the inside or the outside or whatever the need may be, and this stuff is basically pennies compared to the cleanup you're gonna have to do after if you don't have this product. So guys, today we're actually going to be using Hi-Tech's vinyl plastic carpet and rubber dye. Look, there's a whole lot of brands out there, but for years we've been using Hi-Tech's. We just seem to get better longevity, and the ease of use for me is just the final product, okay? And look, we've used this so long and so much. You can reference the other video that we have where we did the fender flare, the black fender flare on a Bronco. Look, you'll be amazed at how many uses this has when you're in the detailing market, whether that's do-it-yourself or whether you're at the shop or you're a professional mobile guy. These things here will bring things to life for you. So again, if you reference our other videos about the black edge on your Jeeps or your Ford Broncos, whatever it may be, when you're spraying this stuff, you're shaking it up, then you remember there's actually a lubricant down inside the straw. You don't want to spray that first spray onto the surface. So now, you see, the spray's starting to come, so it's bringing the dye to the top. This is a brand new, fresh can. We haven't tried it, we just know the color. We do this so much, it's like the back of your hand, right? So we've already shaken it up. We're gonna make sure we shake it up again. We've already got the lubricant out of the straw. Now we have the pattern we want. So then, again, you want to use short strokes, kind of back from the plastic, because you don't want to layer it up. So now we have this ready. And again, you're going short strokes, back away from the plastic, and you want to visually see, does that really match? Is that really gonna work? And then you start fogging from the top down, and you're just gonna blend it in. You're not trying to paint it like you're painting a car. You're just fogging it, okay? Okay. It looks pretty dark now, but you gotta give it time to lay in there, right? Now, we got some tips and tricks too. If it really looks a little dark, we can take another lighter color to fog on it to blend it in, okay? So this looks a little dark, nothing drastic, but a little dark, okay? But Never fear, right? When J-Mo is here, that's what we say. And again, you're making it better. You're not gonna, if he wants it brand new, we got to buy a brand new $250 door panel. Now you see I'm coming from a different angle, just like I did on the fender flares for your Broncos and your Jeep. You gotta let it cross-link so you can feather everything in. Now, not actually too bad. Actually looks pretty decent, right? See, and now, you see how you kind of give it a little, watch this. I'm gonna show you another trick. Okay, let's go here and down just a little on my edging, okay? So if you noticed, I only put a small amount of spray right there. But what does is, this may be a little lighter and this may be a little darker. So what we did was we fog it in lightly and bring the can back further so it's a blend. If you know anything about body work, you know what a blend panel is. Now once we're done blending, we're done spraying, so we're looking good, and it's already dry. Like it's ready to go. Now we want to let it cure for a couple of hours before the customer gets it. But for our purposes, it's all dry and stuck. So what we're gonna do is we'll untape, and it's very, very quick. It's very, very easy. Like I said, this stuff comes off so amazingly. It leaves no tacky edges. Like it is already ready, and there's no cleanup after it. Like you're gonna be amazed and surprised at what you can do with the tape and with the plastic. So see, I'm done with my cleanup already. Throw my stuff away and you're ready to go. So I need you to look. You can see where I was taping, and I taped pretty well, but the last piece of plastic I did came down. So look up here in my corner. If you see in my corner, it's still not blended correctly. So what we do in that case is, instead of going back and spending all that time, we take us a Q-tip. You just dab it in, because they're not gonna be studying this thing for absolute excellence, right? Because they're looking for affordable and economical, right? Now that'll lay in and blend in. And if we wanted to go back and tape it up, we could, right? And then once that lays in and masks in, we're in great shape. So now I'm gonna get a little bit of cleaner, and we're gonna clean off my edge right there. So now we're back to our bottle of alcohol, and the alcohol is just gonna dab this off, right? This is 91% alcohol. So once we wipe it down, we will go back and put some conditioner on this just so it doesn't dry it out, okay? So now what I like to do is stand back and do the eye test. I want to see if I think it's too dark or too light, or if it works, okay? And what's gonna happen is too, by nature of the process and the UV rays of the sun that's already damaged this, within a couple of days, it's gonna lighten that up. But let's take a look. Yeah, so stand back here with me and look. A normal person that has no idea that we dyed this door and we touched it up. Look at that door. There's no contrast. When you would walk up, you wouldn't even think twice to say that has or hasn't been done. So we've went back, we have our leather conditioner already on the pad. So you're gonna see that we have leather conditioner on the pad. And we're gonna condition this leather right here. just to make sure that we did our job. And it's not dried out, because it's not going to be dried out now, I'll assure you. But now, when we stand back again, you come back here with me and stand and look. And when you look at the door panel, hold that thought. This thing that looks brand new. No one would ever think that we just dyed the top of that door. And now it is fresh and clean, and the customer's going to be so happy to get in his car that it's amazing. So there it is. We actually went behind the scenes and we put a brand new door panel on it. You didn't even see it. No, I'm just kidding. This is the finished product. This can help you out in so many avenues, and please like it, share it, subscribe to it. Really make a comment on it, because we love all the feedback and information, and who knows, we might even be shouting you out and making a video on the comment that you made. Stick around, because there's so much more to come.